ground ball up the left side. Pass, roll in. One will score. It's in the gap. It gets by the outfielders. Jordheim goes back. Two will score. Here's the throw down to third. Not in time as Welsh.
Ivy throws it back in. We'll see if the relay comes home. It does not. It's an RBI single.
Called strike three.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
We welcome you here to your IRA Insurance pregame show as we get the quick turnaround here in between games. Here after our first quarterfinal round game went to Thompson, defeating Renville County 8-1 in their game there. It will now be Central McLean taking on the number 3 seed here, the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Here as we go with our IRA Insurance pregame show, we'll have your pregame coaches' comments coming up next.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Kindred-Richland Vikings taking on the Central McLean Cougars. Here with your IRA Insurance pregame show. Remember, IRAINS.com, the website. Here's our pregame coach's comments. Let's talk with the head coach of the Kindred-Richland Vikings, Sam Brandt.
And Sam, team members that have been here before, you know what it takes to get done. What do you got to do?
You know, this is a goal for everybody, but when you get to this tournament, it's all 0-0. So we need to play our game. We need to focus on us, be in the moment, and have some fun.
Central McLean, what do we know about him?
Good pitcher, solid catcher. I haven't seen him. We haven't seen a whole ton from the West this year, so it's not going to matter as long as we do our job.
All right, sounds good. Sam, thanks for the time. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks.
Sam Brandt, head coach of Kindred-Richland Vikings softball, join us. We'll have head coach Trista Sensky join us next when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband, voice, TV. 1-800-457-2125.
IRA Insurance pregame show. Kindred-Richland, Central McLean coming up in its quarterfinal round game of the Class B State softball tournament. Let's hear from the head coach of the Central McLean Cougars, Trista Sensky.
As you get ready to go here today, what's this been like to get ready for this game, this tournament?
It's like one of those experiences the girls have been a part of on the outside, but we've never experienced it ourselves, so all the support from the communities has been overwhelming, and they've been having a blast already, so we look forward to the rest of the tournament.
It's great that they've been enjoying the moment here, and from my point of view, they seem focused coming in here ready to do some damage too.
Yeah, we're kind of that team that might get overlooked, so we're really kind of showing how solid we can play. We're going to battle the nerves right away, but once we settle in, we're going to be settled and we'll be good.
When your team is playing solid, what is it that is exceptional that you guys do well that you rely on?
Our pitching-catching combo. They are so solid up on the mound and behind the plate. They're communicating constantly. They're helping out the other players, but our fundamentals on defense has been solid all year.
All right, well, Trista, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Hey, thank you.
Trista Sensky, head coach of the Central McLean Cougars, with our IRE Insurance pregame coaches' comments. Remember, IRE Insurance online, IREINS.com, the website. We'll be back here with our starting lineups. First pitch coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Spring is here and the scenery while driving down the road will soon be filled with farm machinery planting this year's crop. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. As fieldwork begins, we want to remind you to take extra caution when approaching large, slow-moving machinery traveling down the road. A successful crop year is one that is accident-free. IRE Insurance offers all lines of insurance, and we would love the opportunity to visit with you. For our contact information, please visit our website at IREINS.com. IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Let's look at your starting lineups here today, a part of your IRE Insurance pregame show. Your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. You can learn to live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar online, crystalsugar.com, for career information and to find out more about American Crystal Sugar. Here it will be the Kindred-Richland Vikings as the number 3 seed will be the home team, so they'll be out in the field first, which brings the Central McLean Cougars to bat. Their batting order will be Daisy Sparrow leading things off, followed by Sally Hager, Brooklyn Tomlinson, Maya Kittler, Lindsay Abrahamson, Grace Govin, Gracie Vogny, Daphne Lauer, and Avery Schlafman. Here for Central McLean, the batting order. For the Kindred-Richland Vikings, they will come out with Mackenzie Fuchsa behind the plate, Cora Johnson at first, Brea Mauk at second, Leah Rowland at shortstop. Avery Ammerman takes her spot at third base with Eliana Schmitz in left field, Jansen Jordheim center, Anya Essling in right field, and your pitcher will be Danica Rath getting the ball to start this quarterfinal round game against the Central McLean Cougars. There with your starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. Learn to live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar. This will wrap up our IRE Insurance pregame show. IREINS.com, the website for all your insurance needs. Visit the agent nearest to you. We're back in 30 seconds with our first pitch coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
All right, we did it. We're ready for first pitch here at the quick turnaround between games. And first pitch is in for a ball one from Danica Rath, pitching for Kindred-Richland with Daisy Sparrow leading off for the Cougars. She'll ground one towards third. Ammerman will pick and throw in the dirt off the hop, and the catch at first by Johnson for the first out. Cora Johnson able to field it on the 5-3 putout. And that is 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the first inning for the Central McLean Cougars. As the Cougars out of Region 4 coming in and making their first state appearance. And on the opposite end, we have a hit by pitch. Ball comes inside, hits Sally Hager, and she'll be aboard at first base. So a runner on for Central McLean. As I was saying, first appearance in the state tournament for the Cougars. As Coach Sensky said, we are excited to be here, but we're excited to come over and play some softball and show what we can do as well, too. Here, and of course, they get the old guard when they match up in this first one against Kindred-Richland, with a handful of state titles underneath their belt as a program, and they've made the state tournament every year since 2013, which is the longest active streak and ties the longest total streak, which was broken this year when Central Cass failed to advance here, as they had been to the state tournament every year since 2012. So Kindred-Richland now with the longest active streak of state tournament participation for Class B fast pitch softball. Brooklyn Tomlinson takes the pitch. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now from Danica Rath. And this one outside, blocked by Fuchsa behind the plate, will be 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's double checking my stuff, and yeah, we're all good there. All right, here's the 3-1 and a swing and a miss, make it a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sally Hager at first base after she was hit by a pitch. Brooklyn Tomlinson trying to advance her on, and the designated player, Maya Kittler, on deck. This pitch is ball 4. So hit by pitch and a walk. And Rath with 2 runners on will have to work out of a jam with 1 out here in the first inning with the number 4 hitter, Maya Kittler, coming to the plate, the designated player. Trying to designate a ball into the outfield. Instead, she'll ground one towards second. They will take the runner going to second, get it to first for the double play. Brea Mauck, great play, takes the runner. Tomlinson flips to first, gets them both, and that will retire the side here for the Central McLean Cougars in the top of the first inning. There's the strand runner on. Scoreless going to the bottom of the first on your IRA Insurance scoreboard on yourloveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Bottom of the first inning, Kindred-Richland will come to the plate. Leah Rowland will lead things off, followed by Brea Mauck, Avery Emmerman, Mackenzie Fuchsa, Danica Rath, Eliana Schmitz, Cora Johnson, Anya Essling, and Jansen Jordheim, the batting 9 here for Kindred-Richland. They will face a Central McLean lineup that has Sally Hager behind the plate, Avery Schlafman at first base, Gracelyn Vogny at second, Daphne Lauer at shortstop. It will be here with Lily Bobbins at third base, Lindsay Abrahamson in left field, Brooklyn Tomlinson in center, Grace Govin in right field, and the pitcher will be Daisy Sparrow. So as the right-hander Sparrow breaks up the meeting there of the all right, let's go, let's get it done here, and steps on the pitching rubber. Roland steps into the right-handed batter's box and delivers the pitch for strike 1. Here's Sparrow, pops it through, Roland. And here at the top of the order, one of those table setters for the Vikings. Here's this one, comes inside. She scoots out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. And winner of this one gets the Thompson Tommies, who upset the number 2 ranked Renville County 8-1. Here's a pitch, fly ball into right field, charging in, having to cover ground, and making the catch is Govan in right field. And the fly out for out number 1. Brings up now Mauk. Here's Mauk looking in and taking the first pitch, swinging into the gap in right center field. Should be extra bases, and she's going to take the turn at first. It rolls to the fence out there. She's going to take the turn at second. She's coming on her way to third base, and she will be in, gliding in with a stand-up triple. Mauk out to the fence there in right center. 220 straight away, 210 on the corner, so we're about 215 in that area of the fence as the triple puts that potential first run there to third base. Avery Ammerman will look to bring her in. Here in the pitch is wide for ball 1. Here's Daisy Sparrow, senior for the Cougars, one of 2 seniors on the roster for Central McLean. Here's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. In fact, Central McLean very young, 2 seniors, 2 juniors, a lot of sophomores, a couple freshmen, 8th grader on there as well too. Here's a ball to the backstop. There for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, the Vikings not exactly of old age either, with a pair of seniors on the roster, but a lot more juniors, sophomores there, and of course even some juniors, sophomores that have played a lot of innings of softball. They're so advanced underclassmen, we'll call them. As Coach Brandt said, talking last week after the region tournament there, after their region championship victory, said, yeah, they're young in age, but definitely not in experience, and we don't expect them to use youth as any sort of excuse. So. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Avery Ammerman for the Vikings, as this one comes in for a ball. Runner on third after Hawks 1-out triple. Has her aboard. Here comes the full count 2-3-2 pitch, held up, and it's ball 4. Ammerman will run, and she's going to try and catch him off guard over at second, and now the play to the plate, and out at the plate, and Ammerman's going to go to third. So Ammerman walks, steals her way to second. No, Mauk, though, will be out at the plate as she is tagged out on the 2-1-2. So went back to the pitcher, and then Ammerman trying to take the extra base. Central McLean had the back turned, but then able to quickly recover, get the ball in. Now the ball gets to the backstop. There's going to be a play at the plate. That's the dive in, and in time to get the runner. Ammerman out at the plate as she is tagged out, trying to score on the wild pitch. 2-1 for the out. So a couple of defensive gems for the Cougars, and we stay scoreless here as we go to the top of inning number 2 on your IRE Insurance scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
It's a North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 5th and 6th.
And the 1-2. Hit on the ground, going to sneak through the middle for a base hit.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 12th and 13th.
This one comes Olivia Vetter, back set, blocked at the net.
Plus the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 10th and 11th.
Now it's with Class A. Here's Michael Nile with the windmill duck.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Congratulations on a great season from Dakota Natural Gas, American Crystal Sugar Company, Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Bloomfield Enterprise, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, Hillsboro EDC. There's more at Exit 104. Goose River Bank, Mayville, Hillsboro, Hatton. Irie Insurance, IrieINS.com. Halsted Telephone Company, Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
So despite the one-out triple, Kindred-Richland gets no runs across as the Central McLean Cougars throw out 2 runners at the plate. And that brings us to a top of inning number 2 with a scoreless game. Maybe Abrahamson to lead off, followed by Grace Govan and Gracelyn Vogny for Central McLean. As Danica Rath delivers the pitch, and a chopper off the plate, off of Fuchs, recovered here by Rath. Throw to first is not in time. Infield base hit, as that was just one that that's a hit. Infield base hit.
Next batter, right fielder Grace Govan.
There, so Abrahamson aboard, and that will now bring up Grace Govan. Govan will take the first pitch as the runner dances off first a little bit. It's a called strike 1.
American flag right to our left, Old Glory.
Here's the pitch from Rath, is up high for a ball. Here's our game time temperature in Minot as this one has fallen to the backstop. Here we've crossed the 80-degree threshold now here at 81 as we got started here just after 1 o'clock with this game. Beautiful blue skies. A couple more clouds it looks like have come in the last couple hours, but still a barely cloudy sky out here with a nice blue. Here's a foul ball lifted off the light pole. There stays 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Grace Govan with the Abrahamson at first base. And the 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her swinging for the first out. There in the Rath, her first K of the day. Did hit a batter, walk a batter in that first inning, so try and get that strikeouts to walk ratios back in order there with that strikeout. First pitch, ball 1 to Gracelyn Vogny. And here this one fouled to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abrahamson aboard at first base. Leadoff single. First hit of the game for the Cougars. Here they had runners on first and second with 1 out in the first inning. Then it was a ground ball to Malk at second base. And great job to take the runner and then get the force at first behind the plate too. Rath just off here. 2 balls, 1 strike. She'll walk to the back of the circle. Little stretch of the arm now come in here onto the rubber, into the motion, and a swing and a fall tip.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even count here with 1 down, runner on first base. 2-2 count. On deck, the number 8 hitter, Daphne Lauer. Called strike 3. Froze the hitter, froze the announcer for a second before our umpire went into that motion. Got the lookout strikeout looking, I should say. Here it's back-to-back Ks for Danica Rath. Daphne Lauer now bats. And called strike on the first pitch. Rath will look in and deliver here to Lauer. The pitch is up for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 runner on first base here in the top of inning number 2. 2 outs. There's a cut on there and no connection. 1-2. Rath will check the wrist guard here for the pitch and sends it high. Fuchs bluffs a throw down to first as Abrahamson gets back to the bag safely. And called strike 3. Striking out the side after a leadoff single And it's no runs coming across here in the top of inning number 2. So we go to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless on your Irie Insurance scoreboard.
Good luck, Tommies, from everyone at Thompson Public Schools, where their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. A thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff that made this a great school year. And a special congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2023. You can find out more about the great things happening in Thompson Public Schools, plus summer camp information, 2023-2024 school year calendar dates, information, and athletic requirements. TPS-K12.org. Go Tommies!
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Bottom of the second in Minot at the State Class B Fast Pitch Softball Tournament quarterfinal round. Audio only broadcast authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the NDHSAA. Mackenzie Fuchs will lead off in the first pitch off the handle, tipped off the glove of the pitcher over to second and not in time on first. It just tipped off the edge of the glove of Sparrow over to Vagny at second, and she was charging to her right, had to redirect to her left. Got a flip there, but unable to get it in time. And the infield single, now we'll have a courtesy runner coming in, and I believe it will be Dubord. It will be Remy Dubord coming in to courtesy run for the catcher, Fuchsa. So Dubord will be aboard at first. Danica Rath will bat. Here she comes up with that runner on first base. Our umpires get that scorecard all correct. There. Hopefully you're maybe keeping score at home with your own book. Here with that single on the leadoff batter. Now this pitch comes in low for a ball.
Sally Hager with a nice stop there.
Well, join us wherever you are here today. Appreciate your listenership. Appreciate all the sponsors that you've seen here throughout our broadcast as well. We ask them where possible, please patronize those businesses. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be here with our coverage. As this one's fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Danica Rath. And Schmitz awaits on deck.
Here to the pitcher, Rath, batting in the 5 spot.
We'll see here with that third baseman playing back behind the bag. If Rath wants to drop down a bunt, instead she's going to swing away and fall it down the third base line. And it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count moves to 1 and 2.
Here's winner of this one. We'll face Thompson. The Tommies with a victory over Renville County. 8-1 earlier today. You can go back and re-listen to that one if you want on YourLiveEvent.com. Here's a pop-up and will land down the first base line fall.
Count remains 1 and 2.
So 1-2 after a couple of pitches fall back out of play. Danica Rath takes a little practice cut, looks down. Coach Brandt says, let's go. Back into the box, and here we go. Outside, watched it tail away for a ball 2. Courtesy runner Remy Dubord aboard at first base. Here as she's running for the catcher, Mackenzie Fuchsa.
Here in the bottom half of the second. Runner on first.
2-2, fall tip to the backstop.
Foul back.
Danica Rath fighting here to stay alive.
Count sits at 2 and 2. As Sparrow continues to work here.
And the 2-2 off the plate for ball 3. Looking like she wants to reach on that there, so maybe Sparrow was going back to it, see if she could get her chase, but did not bite. So here's the full count with the runner on first, nobody out. And it's lined down the line, twisting foul. Is it, oh, bounces on to the roof there behind. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Danica Rath.
Will come with a good bat.
Schmitz away on
Danica
deck. And the offering.
Pitch on its way.
Hit her. It hit her. Well, it's ball 4 anyway, but it did hit her. It will be the official line in the scorecard.
By the pitch.
So runners at first and second now. Nobody out.
First walk of the ball game here for Sparrow.
Brings up Eliana Schmitz.
Second walk of the ball game for Sparrow.
Schmitz here will
Brings up Eliana Schmitz.
look to put one through, at least move the runners on. She does. She shows bunt as the runners break, and there's no throw as charging in, and the runners able to take the advantage on the double steal. So both stealing a base and get into scoring position.
Second and third.
Vikings were aggressive in the first inning, trying to score some runs. However, they had 2 runners gunned down at the plate, still being aggressive here. Now letting that become gun shy here in the second. Bunt shown, pulled back, ball 2. Here for Eliana Schmitz.
Lead over at second. Danica Rath.
Cora Johnson be aboard next. Bunt attempt, it's called strike. Here she pulls it back. Umpire says no, it's a strike, catching the zone. Vikings looking to score first. Here with the runners on second, third. Here's a bunt to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Schmitz. Kindred-Richland, the Region 1 champ, came into the region tournament as the number 3 ranked team, and on their home field as the host site, went undefeated. There to work their way back to the state tournament. Again, they've been here every year since 2013. Here's, well, you take out that 2020 season with no state tournament due to COVID, so here's a swing and a miss, fall tipped. So it went to the backstop. Count stays full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sparrow to deliver in the dirt, ball 4. So that will walk the bases loaded, and a big moment early on for Kindred-Richland. Cora Johnson will come to the plate.
Brings up Cora Johnson, nobody out.
So far,
Central McLean and quite the jam
7 batters have come to the plate now. Counting Johnson, and 6 of them have reached base. But still scoreless. That's the number that matters. Here's a ground ball right side over at second. They're just going to go to first for 1, so an RBI on the ground out. And Kindred-Richland jumps up on top, 1-0. So out on the RBI ground out. Remy DeBoard, the courtesy runner, scores. Danica Rath moves to third. Eliana Schmitz heads over to second. So Anya Essling, first pitch to her is a called strike.
Right down the middle of the plate.
Rath at third, Schmitz at second. Here in a 1-0 game. Here's an off-speed pitch, pulled the string, got her out in front to swing through it. No balls, 2 strikes. The next game we'll have for you with YourLiveEvent.com here will be the audio only of the 4-5 seed matchup, Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. That'll be the last game of the day. It's scheduled for 35 minutes after game number 3, so approximate time about 6 o'clock. There's a swing and a miss. There's Sparrow, gets a big out number 2.
Center fielder Jansen Jordheim.
Brings up now Jansen Jordheim. Jordheim, the number 9 hitter. Trying to give the top of the order another chance here in this inning. Is this one fly foul?
But she sends it foul. Over to the parking lot to the west of the diamond.
There's the Cougars and the Vikings facing off here in the state tournament. This pitch outside for a ball. And not seen each other in the regular season. With not a whole lot of east-west side of the state crossover. A couple of the early season crossover events there were rained out, snowed out. So we did have some with that mid-season madness. But now here's a ball into center field. It will drop in for a 2 RBI base hit. They send the second runner around third and with a slide but no throw. Schmitz is in safely. And Jordan comes through with a 2-run single for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. 2-out hitting was big in our first game with Thompson picking up the victory. And now there's a 2-out, 2 RBI base hit for Jordheim here in the second inning to give the Vikings a 3-0 lead. Strike one to the dangerous Leah Rowland. She went down on a flyout to right field her first at bat. Ground ball left side, fielded fall. There's wide of the bag at the third, and Rowland will come back. Rowland had a really nice region tournament here for the Vikings. In their 4 games, had 10 hits. Also reached on some free passes and did a good job of being that table setter at the top of the order. Now she's trying to be a run producer or continue this inning here with 3 runs having come across for Kindred-Richland. Here with 2 outs. Ground ball left side over at shorts on a bounce, underhand. No, wanted to underhand flip over to second, but Jordan with the head first slide. She'll get in there, and then Lauer thought, can I go to first? And she not in time either, so fielder's choice is where that reaches. So runners on first and second. So Mauk here with the triple in her first at bat, takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. Mauk, the 8th batter to come up here for Kindred-Richland.
Looking to go 2 for 2.
Here with Jansen Jordan aboard at second. Leah Rowland on first base. And the pitch outside for a ball. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes now here to Mauk.
Now the Vikings of Kindred-Richland seeing some cracks in the armor of the Cougars early on, trying to take advantage. Comes in low for a ball. Sparrow here up at 46 pitches on my count. 24 for a strike, 22 of them for a ball, so just a fraction of a point past that 50-50 side. But here's a 4-pitch walk to load the bases. So bases loaded for the very dangerous Avery Ammerman. Ammerman looking to see what she can do with the bases juiced. First pitch, hold up, ball 1. So a run came in on a RBI ground out, and then 2 runs came in on a single from Jansen Jordan as this one's fall to the backstop. For those 3 runs to come through. Here's the Vikings have batted around now, all 9 coming to the plate here in this second inning. First pitch, or this pitch off for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here with 2 down, bottom half of the second inning.
Bases loaded. Here with 2 down for the Vikings. And this one, line down the right field line, twisting fall. even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Auerman just a little bit late on that one. Quicken up the hands of the zone and wait for the pitch. Here comes the 2-2 from Sparrow. It's in the dirt, ball 3. In the turf, I should say. Not the dirt. I want to say dirt. There's no dirt out here, which is really nice. Because the region tournament took me a long time to clean up my gear. Here's a ball now, golf down low, off of third, off the fielder, and 1 will score, 2 will score. And now a runner will be caught, race back to second, race back to first. And so 2 will score for Kindred-Richland on what will go down as an error at third base. So Jansen Jordheim will score. Leah Rowland will go home. She will score as well. Brett Malk will go to second here and make it a 5-0 game. Now Mackenzie Fuchsa, who started this inning, back with a leadoff single, and then her courtesy runner, Remy DeBoard, came around to score the first run of the game. Here, so 4 runs coming across with 2 outs, helped out by an error. Here's a ground ball over to second. Throw to first is there, and that will retire the side. But runs come across for Kindred-Richland, and they lead on your IRA Insurance scoreboard 5-0 over Central McLean on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Well, from Minot, whoops, there we go. Get that. Top of the third we go here in Minot at the South Hill Softball Complex. Here with the Kindred-Richland Vikings scoring 5 runs in the second inning to jump on top of the Central McLean Cougars 5-0. As the Cougars come up to bat here in the top of the third will be the 9-1-2 batters. So far, 1 hit, a hit batter and a walk, but no runs have come across. Here's Danica Rass, struck out the side last inning after a leadoff single. And here's the first pitch, ground ball towards third. I'll be out at first here on the ground out. In to Johnson.
Next up, the pitcher, Daisy
Brings up the top of the order with Daisy Sparrow. Sparrow grounded out to third to start the game. She comes up. Lines back in the box. Here's the pitch comes inside. Here for a ball. Their heels basically on the back line of the box. Here's a pitch missing for a ball.
Registers the second
Yeah,
ball,
but
2 balls, no strikes.
Rath pitching that inside part, so yeah, makes sense.
5-0 Kindred-Richland on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Rath ready to rip it, and this one though misses low for a ball. 3-0.
The leadoff hitter, Daisy Sparrow.
Here's things going here.
Here's the 3-0 pitch.
3-0 is inside for a strike. Inside the zone for a strike, I should say.
Three balls, one strike, the delivery.
This pitch called a strike.
Strike number 2 of the
Here now, full count, 3-2. Quarterfinal game number 3 will be top seed Beulah. They will take on the Deluxe Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers. So Miners and Lakers going to face off next. We will not have that game for you, but we will have the final game with Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG in that 4-5 matchup.
3-2 pitch.
Here's the 3-2 grounded fall down the third base side. And the count remains full here with one down in the top of the third.
Switches directions just a bit. Going to the north now. Here's the windup.
And the delivery, fall tip, staying alive.
Good at bat here.
8 pitches so far, so 9th pitch upcoming in this at bat.
Matchup here.
Here for
Sparrow batting in that
Daisy Sparrow
position.
against Danica Rath.
3-2 pitch.
This one, and a base hit, might be extras. It'll split the gap, roll to the fence, but Sparrow slips rounding first, and she will have to hold back there. And just lost the footing as she rounded the base, and I think a combination of that and also making sure that she did hit the base will keep her at first.
Brings up Sally Hager.
So there the single into left center. Sally Hager now bats. She was hit by a pitch in her first plate appearance.
On her stat line today.
First pitch up for ball one.
Pitch in for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 5-0. Kindred-Richland.
With Rath getting the start for the Vikings. The liner fall down the first base line. Just skipping over the bag. And Sparrow not liking the turf over there at first as she's kicking some of those rubber pellets around, trying to, I think as she was turning to head back to first, that lost the footing there again. I'm not 100% sure what the rules are with the cleats, or if everyone has cleats, or if they're just going with the tennis shoes, or what they all have out there right now. I think it's just no metal cleats, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Here's a 1-2, and it's zone high for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Sally Hager. Hager looks to move that runner along. Here's a pop shot, knocked down by Malk at second. She'll field and go to first. Doesn't get the out. There's Malk, did a good job to keep it in and at least keep that runner from going to third. Diving after it, infield base hit. And runners on here for Central McLean. So Brooklyn Tomlinson will bat now. Walked and was tagged out here on the base paths last time up. In the first pitch, bunted back to Rath. Bunt right to her. She'll throw to first and take the out there. Runner now gets off second base. Trying to force a throw there, seeing if they can bait that runner in at third. And it'll just get it back to Rath, and she'll watch the runners back.
The designated player, Maya Kittler.
So 2 outs now.
Brings up Maya Kittler. Designated hitter.
Here's the runners in scoring position. Kittner will bat. She grounded out into a double play her first at bat. First pitch gets to the backstop. Runner will play to the plate, and it will not be there in time. Run will come in. So the Cougars get on the scoreboard and make it 5-1. Sparrow scoring at home on the wild pitch.
On the pass
So the 1-0 count. And Kittler waits for the pitch, trying to bring that runner in from third as well. Here's a strike on a swing and a miss. We're at the 1-1 count. 2 down, runner on third as the pitch is swung on. Hicks bluffs a throw down to third base. Get that runner back there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And as we switched here between our first and second game of the day, also seeing the fan bases switching as well, as the green of the Thompson Tommies changes to the orange of the Central McLean Cougars, and the Renville County yellowish marigold color changes to the blue of the Vikings. And here's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That will be the final out of the top of the third. 1 run comes across for Central McLean. They cut the lead down 5-4 on your IRA Insurance scoreboard as we head to the bottom of inning number 3 on yourliveevent.com.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Kindred-Richland at the plate in the bottom of inning number 3, leading 5-1. Danica Rath leads off and drills one into center field, but right to the center fielder Tomlinson. And she will have it for out number 1 on the F8. Go ahead and mark that on your scorecard. Feel free to play along with the scorecard bingo. Won't win any prizes, but it's fun to do. Here's a pitch outside, ball 1 now here to Ileana Schmitz. Here, and a 1-0 count. Schmitz walked in her first at-bat, came around to score a run. Pitch set up high for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's the held up, did not go around, but it's a called strike. Maybe she did go around. Either way, the umpire says strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Or 2-1, excuse me, I apologize.
Here to Ileana Schmitz.
2-1 pitch.
That one missing the zone.
Now it's 3-1. That one
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here with 1 down in the bottom of the third. Number 6 hitter. Ileana Schmitz at the plate. Ground ball left side, knocked down at third, sticks with it, throw across the diamond, the stretch is there for the out. Bobbins with a good gun and a good stretch over by Schlaufman at first. And that will be out number 2. There on the 5-3 put out. Brings up Cora Johnson. Johnson picked up a bases loaded RBI ground out in her first at bat, 0 for 1 today. This one, line fall, out of play.
Strike number 1.
Johnson here with Essling and Jordheim on deck in the hole. Should they do what they did last inning and get some 2-out run production, base hits, and moving along. This one, off-speed pitch, missing for ball 1. And this is our second game of the day here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll have Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG, the
Outside for a ball.
the Trail County foes there.
One strike here with 2 down. In the bottom half of the third.
Driving,
We'll play 7 innings here today.
Talk with both coaches, and both coaches saying the same thing as we get a line ball to first for the third out. Line out to Schlaufman at first, and that will be it. It's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, but they still lead 5-1 over Central McLean on your Irie Insurance scoreboard.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Abrahamson.
5-1. Kindred-Richland with the lead over Central McLean. Top of the fourth, and a first pitch fouled off from Lindsey Abrahamson.
Abrahamson, Golvin, followed by.
Here's the number 5 hitter in the Cougar order. Left fielder. Singled her first at bat. That was leading off the second inning. So trying to repeat performance. And that one is outside for a ball. 1-1 our count. And this one tapped third, picked up in fair territory, and a rifle shot over there. And the throw from Armin to Johnson, uneventful. The enthusiasm and exuberance of Roland over at shortstop coming over and hugging her third baseman and just getting some jovial atmosphere around there. That was, yeah, that's what the chuckle's for. But as Coach Brandt said, kind of as Leah goes when she's going there, that gets the rest of the team going. Here is off of Armerman at third as the hop takes it, and that will be aboard at first. So reaching on the fielding error. We'll put the runner aboard at first base. And again, rolling there, saying, it's all right, we got this. And if we're going to have a substitution now, coming in to run will be, is that number 1 or number 7?
Pinch running for Central McLean.
Looks like number 7, Zella Anderson. She will come in as a pinch runner in, so the substitution in. So Graceland Wagner will come to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Here, so Wagner stepping in, and see here, look like she might be showing bunt. And no, she's swinging away at the first pitch, swings through it for strike 1. So Anderson entering there for Govin, the right fielder. We'll see here if the defense's substitution holds true and the next half inning as a swing and a miss for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's Anderson. I believe she was the 8th grader on the roster. She is. The 8th grader out there pinch running. Getting in a state tournament. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Vogny. And the Rath pitch. Ground ball left side. Ammerman at third. She'll throw to second for 1. No relay to first. Just eat it, hold it, take the 1 there. So the fielder's choice will retire 1.
Now batting the shortstop, Daphne
And
Lauer.
Anderson forced out there at second. So Daphne Lauer will bat now. Strikeout victim. 1 of 3 straight that Rath had in that second inning. We'll get a swing and miss on this pitch as well. Catching the inside black for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes here on Lauer.
Close out to the top half of the 4th inning.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got her swinging. Keep that runner stranded on first base. Through 3.5 complete. Here it's 5-1. Here as Kindred-Richland leads over Central McLean on the Irie Insurance scoreboard.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Here as we have the 8-9-1 batters coming up for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Here with the Vikings leading 5-1. Here's a swing and a miss on the first pitch. First strike. Anya Essling, strikeout victim, her first at bat, over 1 year today against Daisy Sparrow. And Sparrow steps in, and this is for a ball. Sparrow with that right hand delivery. She has the right foot on the, as you look at it, the right side of the pitching rubber so that that arm comes right down the middle. Here's this one, fires though outside for a ball. 2-1. Looking at the baseball bracket here that's going on across town there at Corbett Field. So you get a swing and miss, even the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Langdon area Edmore Munich defeated Lax Burlington 6-0, and now Lemoore, Litchfield Marion, and Shiloh Christian are scoreless here in the second. Ground ball left side over at shortstop. Daphne Lauer will field. Throw is not in time as it's beaten out by Essling. Throwing on the Jets, hit the turbo button and make your way down to first base. Infield single. Brings up Jansen Jordheim. Jordheim had the big 2-run single here in that 5-run second inning. And she came around to score a run as well on an error.
2 runs back in that second inning flurry.
Swing and miss, strike 1.
Sets out to left.
Here's top of the order, Leah Rowland on deck.
Runner on first here with 1 down. Or with nobody out, I'm sorry.
And this one inside, snap throw down to first. Oh!
And that one
in time, but the ball pops out of the glove.
Corral it, however, sliding back in safely there was Essling.
Here's the runner on first with nobody out. Here's Essling diving back in. Schlafman trying to apply the tag, and the ball just kind of trickled out. Now Essling will go down to second. The throw is not there. It's a little short there. Essling will take the stolen base. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Here after that one missed. And Jordheim again batting now with the runner in scoring position.
On the 2-on count, here comes the
Here from that number 9 hole, trying to be a producer, and this one comes up high for a ball. 3-1. Rolling on deck for Kindred-Richland.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And here's the strike 2.
And the count moves to
Almost a delayed strike 2 call there. Runs the count full. This one popped up behind home plate, drifting and hitting the netting. Rolls up to the top of the press box here. Then we watch it roll right back down to the top of the backstop. And that will be there for a while. So 3-2, the count remains.
Full count pitch coming again here for Jordheim, the number 9 batter.
Time called here as Hager behind the plate going to readjust the catcher's gear. So Jordheim steps out, little practice cut, takes a couple steps down towards third. Coach Brandt comes over, a couple words of advice, encouragement, I don't know, talking about something. And now time's over. We're back in the box. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Sparrow to Jordheim. As she rocks and delivers. Swing and a miss, but the ball gets away. Got to throw down to first, and the runner will break for third. So out on the drop third strike. Catcher to first. Runner Essling at third. Advances to third. So there we go. 1 out here for the top of the order to get that run in from third. Leah Rowland will bat. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's ball 1.
Ball was high for a ball.
Rowland here flew out in her first at bat. Scored her for a fielder's choice to reach base in the second. Came around to score a run on an error. There, and
Umpires have a quick conversation.
not sure what that was about, but maybe checking the count or the outs or something. I'm not sure what our umpires are talking about. Here's the ball into the gap in right center field. Rowland's got wheels. Let's watch her. Around first. She goes to second. Quickly cut off, though, by Govin in right field coming over and holding her to 2. So a 1 out, RBI double. I got my 2s and my 1s mixed up there. As Rowland picks up the RBI on the double and makes it 6-1, reestablishing that 5-run margin. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball towards short at left side. Pick field. Runner will try and score from second, and she does. Rowland gets in safely. So Brea Malk will ground out 6-3. And then Rowland will be safe at home on the throw. So taking an extra base, credit to Rowland for running hard, credit to Coach Brandt over at third saying go, go, go. And the extra run comes in, make it 7-1. 2 outs in the inning. Nobody on base. Avery Armerman falls off the first pitch and pops up the second pitch over at third base. Off the glove, and she's safe. Off the glove, reaching on a 2-out error. And Yarman board at first base. Brings up Mackenzie Fuchsa. She'll have to toss off the shin guards there, the catcher's gear. And now swing the bat.
Here with 2 down. And a runner on first.
Armerman aboard at first here as Sparrow sets to deliver. First pitch was a called strike. Runner goes. Throw ends up into shallow right center field, but the center fielder Tomlinson backing up. And that will be called strike. And then Armerman stealing her way to second base. So Fuchsa 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out. Both those at bats were in the second inning. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Here's this game, just over 60 minutes old now, into hour number 2 of this broadcast. This pitch up high, laid off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second, and a 7-1 game. Sparrow trying to get out of the inning here with the 1-2 delivery. Fall tip to the backstop for a strike. On second base, Avery Armerman reached on that 2-out error. Stole her way to second. Pitch to Fuchs, a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got her swinging, but 2 runs come in for Kindred-Richland. And we go to the 5th inning. Here, top of 5, it will be Kindred-Richland leading Central McLean 7-1 as the Cougars come to bat. That's what it reads on your Irie Insurance scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Top of the 5th inning, and it's 7-1 our score as we look here at our in-game update from Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsborough, the Ryan Opdahl Agency, downtown Hillsborough for auto, home, business, life, farm insurance. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, 701-436-5777. There, the update in this one with 7 runs for Kindred-Richland on 5 hits, 1 error, 3 runners left on base. Central McLean just 1 run on 3 hits. They have 2 errors defensively, 4 runners left on base. In this one here, that's our in-game update from Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsborough. Here we got a pitch fouled here after a first pitch strike 1. Fouled off for strike 2 to Avery Schlaufman, first baseman, number 9 hitter for Central McLean.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch didn't get her to chase.
And the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes with nobody out in the top of the 5th. Holds up, and it's ball 2. Danica Rath up over 60 pitches now. There she starts her 5th inning of work for Kindred-Richland. This one a swing and a miss for a strike.
6 strikeout here in the ball game.
Danica Rath adds another one to her total. So far now 4 1/3 inning, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 walk, and a hit batter. She delivers ball 1 here to Daisy Sparrow. Sparrow with a single and a run scored in the third. Grounded out in the first, 1 for 2 today.
That one high in the zone for a ball.
High pitch for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Sparrow the lone run to come through for Central McLean. The Cougars getting that on a wild pitch in that third inning. Pitch fall to the parking lot. 2 balls and a strike. Here's looking here, getting this going. Here's the pitch. Popped up, right field, foul territory, up against the fence, and it will land fall.
Count moves to 2-2.
So, even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here for Daisy Sparrow, the top of the order.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here for
That one misses outside.
the Cougars. And missing full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Danica Rath will deliver, and this one skied in the infield, and it'll be Honorman off her glove. Off her glove, rolls then towards the on-deck batter's box on the first base side, and it'll be a 2-base error. So the 2-base error moves the runner there to second base. Here's Sally Hager comes to the plate.
Here's the windup of the pitch.
We'll check in on this here. And yeah. So runner on in scoring position now for Sally Hager. She'll swing through that one. Falls behind 0-2. Both teams with a pair of errors in the game. As this one is off the edge for a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with 1 down, we're in the top half of the 5th.
Playing close to the line there on the corners. Here's the off-speed pitch. Runner goes for a third. Throw is not in time. Sparrow will be safe at third base. And the pitch being called a ball makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count moves to 2-2.
Rath at 74 pitches and has the 6 strikeouts. Then pitching will make it 7 strikeouts. Ooh, got that one looking. Throws the hitter, knees buckled, and brings up the next batter here with out number 2. Brooklyn Tomlinson will bat. Here she has walked and grounded out. 0 for 1 today. This one for a called strike. There's the Vikings. Next pitcher up would be likely Johnson from over at first base, where they just swap positions. But right now, Rath recovering nicely with the strikeout, and starting here this at bat, 0-2 to Tomlinson. Just sets up on the outside pitch. Tomlinson swings through it for a strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. And that runner stranded at third base. To the bottom of the 5th inning, it will be Kindred-Richland leading 7-1 on the IRE Insurance scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Kindred-Richland leading over Central McLean, as we see on our IRE Insurance scoreboard. IRE Insurance is your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider. Reminding you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways or coming into or out of a field. Stay safe, allow everyone time when traveling the roadways. And don't forget to contact your local IRE Insurance agent on upcoming hail policies to protect your crop. Visit IRE Insurance online, IREINS.com. Swing and a miss. Strike one here to Danica Rath, then Eliana Schmitz, Cora Johnson. Coming up here, scheduled batters for Kindred-Richland. Rath awaits the pitch and cuts it foul. Well, down the third base line there. Got one of the Viking fans chasing after it. Had to try and play it off the roof of the shelter over there. Misplayed it off that roof, but he eventually got it. 0-2 the count. Here to Rath. Here she was hit by pitch, scored a run back in the second, flew out to center. Here in the third. 0-2 hole. 1-2 the count. So that one scoots through the wickets there of Hager behind the plate. Update here from Chase Miller over at Corbett Field. Lemoore Litchfield Marion leads over Shiloh Christian 2-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth. And we'll have baseball from Corbett Field coming up. Games 3 and 4. Thompson takes on Bishop Ryan at 4:30 and Central Cass and North Star. After that, those games for you on yourliveevent.com. After this one, we'll have one more softball game for you here today, with the final game being Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. That 4-5 matchup. Here in this Class B spring softball, spring baseball tournaments. Pitch missing for ball 3. 7-1 our score, as Kindred-Richland had played at 5 in the second and 2 in the fourth. Here's the 3-2. It's fall back out of play. So Rath sticking alive, and she had a lengthy first at bat of 9 pitches. Here she tries to do it again, fall back, and again she'll see a 9th pitch of the at-bat. Her other at-bat was a first pitch fly ball. So, patience or aggressive, what you gonna get? Here's pitch number 10, it's ball 4. Ball gets away, Rath will head down to first base. There's Hager, just quickly gets to it and doesn't give Rath any opportunity to advance. Schmitz will come up now. She walked and grounded out, scored a run back in the second inning. That 5-run second inning. Here comes the pitch. Rath is running on the first pitch and slides in, feet first, safely. Throw ends up out into center field. But Tomlinson there to back it up. There, you get that throw back in. Rath, even if that throw would have been on target, got a great jump there and would have been in safely. Here in Schmitz waits the pitch. Outside for a ball. 2-0 to Eliana Schmitz. Cora Johnson on deck. Here the Region 1 winner, as the throw to second there went catcher to pitcher, and then trying to get to Vogny at second to get Rath. But Rath sneaks that foot in there. Safe at the second base bag. 3-0 to Schmitz.
3-0 pitch.
Takes sign all the way, and it's a called strike. Here with Vikings looking to get some runs here. Here's a delayed steal of third. Swing and a miss by Schmitz. Rath went about halfway, waited for the catcher to make a decision, throw into the pitcher, and then she steals third base. There, so the Vikings with the aggressiveness on the base paths, trying to get some extra runs across here. That's ball 4. Put runners on the corners. She'll head down to first base quickly. And they're just going to get the ball into the pitcher's mound and make sure that that runner don't advance. Good job by Sparrow there to also kind of backpedal towards that first to second base line.
Johnson was due up. They're going to have a pinch hitter coming here, I do believe.
And Cora Johnson coming out. Wondering here if Dubord, yep, Remy Dubord will come in to hit.
Pinch hitting for Kindred, Remy Dubord.
So Remy Dubord with runners on the corners. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pinch hitting for the Vikings.
Cora Johnson. Her first appearance here in the state tournament.
And Dubord will get into that scorecard. She came in as a courtesy runner for Fuchs in the second, came in to score a run on the RBI groundout from Cora Johnson, and now she's hitting for Cora Johnson. Runner goes for second, no throw, just get it back to the pitcher. Nice slide by Schmitz. Had the nice feet first slide around the back side of the bag to reach out and tag it. Yeah. So runners now on second and third. 1 to Dubord. And the pitch is a strike. 0-2 to her.
Here in the 5th, 7-1. The Vikings from Kindred-Richland.
Here now the 0-2 delivery is swung on, strike 3. There is Sparrow, picks up her 4th strikeout.
Now batting right fielder, Anya Estling.
One down now as Anya Estling comes to the plate.
She's 1 for 2 today. She
Here,
struck out the second, singled back.
singled last time up, came around to score a run in that 2-run 4th. She'll take the first pitch, ball 1. Sparrow up over the 100 pitch count here today in this 5th. This pitch up high for a ball. Runners on second is Eliana Schmitz. On third, it's Danica Rath. Anya Estling at the plate, batting here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-1 our score. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the winner of this one. Gets the Thompson Tommies bunt shown and was ricocheted off the turf, hit the bat again, and fall ball. Here for a 2-2 count.
Jornheim due up next, and then back to the top of the order with Leah Rowland.
So the 2-2 to Anya Estling. Right fielder here for Kindred-Richland. And it will run the count full as it tails outside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on, 7-1 our score. Bottom of the 5th inning, State Class B quarterfinals, and the bases are loaded on ball 4.
Registered for a ball, and Estling is walked.
Ball 4 loads the bases up. And also, now you have to note, at the plate, Jansen Jordheim would be the walk-off run. Jordheim lifted one in to center field, brought in 2 her last time up. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Here, so if all the Vikings on the field right now manage to come in here, that would end the game, just of note. Catcher Sally Hager going to readjust the catcher's gear, calling for time there. As looks like one of those buckles has
Kindred-Richland on top of McLean.
come loose. She'll re-tighten it.
Central McLean, that is.
And now the 0-1 delivery coming in.
Pitch on its way. Down in the zone for a ball.
Low for ball one. Even count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just 1 down with the bases loaded for Kindred-Richland. Ground ball through the middle. 1 will score. They're going to wave the second runner coming around as Schmitz will come in. Throw to the plate is not in time. And 2 runs have scored. So Jansen Jordheim comes through with another 2 RBIs. Rath scores, Schmitz scores. Essling goes to second base. Here, and that will bring up now top of the order with Leah Rowland.
Back to the top of the order with Leah Rowland.
First pitch to her is up high for a ball.
Missed for a ball outside the
Rowland 1 for 3 today. She's flown out, ground into a fielder's choice, scored a run, doubled, picked up an RBI, and scored a run here today.
Ran the bases extremely aggressive here today. It's paid off.
And the pitch here outside Black for a strike.
Had some timely hits as well with runners on base and runners in scoring
See the
position.
Beulah Miners
Second here with a 1-1 count.
milling around here.
Balls down to the turf.
Also the Lakers of Delax Burlington popping out on the other side here of the field. As that'll be the next quarterfinal game. We will not have the broadcast of that one, but here's a ball into the right center field. Rowland will get it out into right field. They'll wave the runner across, and it will be a 10-1 game. Scoring 1 with the RBI single for Leah Rowland. There's Essling scores. Jordheim goes to third as they keep her there on the corners. And what would be the walk-off run right now in the bottom of the 5th.
1 down, runners on the corners.
Here, so Leah Rowland looks to see if she's going to go in motion, as she does on the first pitch. And no throw. She'll take second base.
Stealing the base was Rowland. Trying to get Central McLean.
Pitch was a ball. So Mao, who had the first hit of the game with a triple, trying to see if she can get the last one, put a ball in play. Here's a ball hit high, right side, foul territory. First base made the catch here by Schlafman. And that will be the pop out here for the second out. Runners both hold. And now Avery Ammerman will bat. She'll try and come through with a 2-out hit. She's 0 for 2 today with a walk, and she's reached twice on an error. She's also stolen 2 bases. First pitch, ball 1. Ammerman was also one of the 2 runners thrown at the plate in the first inning for Kindred-Richland. This one, line fall. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up at 4 o'clock today. Number 1 Beulah takes on DLB Lewis and Clark.
Here, so the 1-1 offering with 2 outs and the walk-off run at third base. Missing for ball 2. 5 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 3 so far here in the 5th for Kindred-Richland.
Here's the 2-1.
And this pitch comes in low, makes it now a 3-ball, 1 strike count. And the 3-1
pitch on its way.
is ball 4.
Ammerman walks.
So that will fill the bases. And for all reasoning, the runner on second, runner on first don't totally matter, because that runner on third would be the walk-off run.
The chance to end the game here in the 5th inning.
Here, so bases loaded for Mackenzie Fuchsa, the big power-hitting catcher. for the Vikings. First pitch, ground ball over at second base. It's fielded, throw is there in time to end the inning. So the Vikings leave the bases loaded, but they add 3 to their total. They lead 10-1 over Central McLean on the Irie Insurance scoreboard.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Here's we hit the top of the 6th inning. Will be Kindred-Richland making a pitching change. Cora Johnson will come into the circle as she swaps places with Danica Rath, who goes over to first base there, so swapping up there. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss here to Maya Kittler, designated player for the Cougars of Central McLean. 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. Strike 2 on that pitch. Rath here with just 78 pitches by my count in this one, giving up the 1 run here, so get a chance to let Johnson come in here, eat some innings here with the 9-run lead in this 6th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes as this one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes as that one misses. Looking to get inside as Kittler steps out of the way a little bit. And called strike 3. Johnson gets her first strikeout, the 9th combined strikeout by the Viking pitchers. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. First pitch, strike 1 to Lindsay Abrahamson. Here, and that will be a swing and a miss now for strike 2. Johnson brings that good velocity there. But this one, though, misses inside for a ball. Here, 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count, 1 down. Here in this top of the 6th, Central McLean trying to see if they can claw back in here as the Cougars have the middle of the order up. This one misses for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Vikings come up, they'll have the middle of the order up as well, as Rath, Schmitz, and Johnson would be here. As here's a foul ball, soft liner over to first. Rath lays out for it, can't get it, but gets a high five, good effort there from Johnson, who was at first base and now doing the pitcher. So, saying, hey, thanks for making the effort. Appreciate it. Don't worry, we'll get it though. Here, I got a 2-2 count. It's 1 out, base is empty. I'll deliver the pitch. I'm going to get a ball 3 on this one though. So we'll fill the count. Here's Abrahamson, 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out. Here's the pitch, up high for a ball. Hustles down to first base, puts a runner on.
the right fielder, Grace Govan.
Now will be Grace Govan batting. Here she swings and misses at this pitch. Strike one. Govan strikeout and reached on error. She was lifted for a pinch runner last time, that being Anderson. Re-entering the game after that and get another at bat. She'll swing and miss for strike two. Fall behind, no balls, 2 strikes. And Cougars in their first Class B fast pitch state tournament appearance. Here's this one, misses for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. Coming out of Region 4 are the Cougars.
Moves to 2-2.
Here now seeing if they can make some late inning magic in their first appearances. Here's a ball hit well into right field. Going back, Essling is there for the out. Anya Essling tracking it down for the fly ball, F9. Runner holds. And the 2 outs now for Graceland Vagney to bat. Strikeout and grounded into a fielder's choice for 2 at bats.
Inside for a ball.
Ball 1 to her from Cora Johnson coming in to pitch this inning in relief for Kindred-Richland. Here's a swing and a miss for a strike, even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Winner of this game plays game number 3 tomorrow. The loser will have a morning matchup here with number 2 seed, Renville County, and that will be at 11:30 tomorrow morning.
And the number 3 ranking coming into the state tournament here this year in 2023.
Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her swinging to end the inning, leave that runner stranded on first base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Kindred-Richland leads 10-1 over Central McLean, your Irie Insurance scoreboard.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The first baseman, Danica Rath.
Bottom of 6th, and Danica Rath will lead things off. She's reached twice on a hit by pitch and a fly or a walk. She's flown out in her other plate appearance. This first pitch lifted down the right field line and twisting foul. There's strike 1 to Danica Rath, the pitcher turned first baseman. Her pitching line in this one, 5 innings on 78 pitches, 1 run allowed, 8 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. A very effective start to the game for her. Now she'll start this inning with a base hit to left field over the head of the shortstop, Lauer. And that will lead things off with a single. Again here in the 6th. If the Vikings score 1 run, that would end the game early with the 10-run rule. Easy Sparrow and the rest of the Cougars out there trying to avoid that outcome. They want to play that 7th inning. Eliana Schmitz here, 2 walks and a ground out in her 3 plate appearances. This one comes inside, runner goes for second. Rath is there. Rath with the steal. Puts her into scoring position. So Schmitz trying to see if she can just bloop one into the outfield. and bring that runner in. Instead, she'll show bunt, pull back, runner will break for third, throws off line, and so in safely. Rath will steal her way in.
Back-to-back stolen bases here for Rath.
So the walk-off run right there for the Vikings with no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Schmitz here with a 2-0 count. Infield comes in. Look in, here's a base hit through the middle. That will end it. RBI base hit from Schmitz will score Rath, and that will be the final play of the game as the run comes in. Makes it now 11-1, your final score here on the Irie Insurance scoreboard. On YourLiveEvent.com, it will be Kindred-Richland advancing to play the Thompson Tommies here with matchup with Central McLean and Renville County here tomorrow in the losers out side, or the elimination, the consolation side of the bracket there tomorrow. Stay with us here. We'll have our postgame report coming up here after the 11-1 victory in 6 innings for Kindred-Richland over Central McLean on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Spring is here and the scenery while driving down the road will soon be filled with farm machinery planting this year's crop. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. As fieldwork begins, we want to remind you to take extra caution when approaching large, slow-moving machinery traveling down the road. A successful crop year is one that is accident-free. Irie Insurance offers all lines of insurance, and we would love the opportunity to visit with you. For our contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Final in 6 innings, the Kindred-Richland Vikings pick up the victory over the Central McLean Cougars 11-1. Here walking off in the bottom of the 6th inning with that run coming across. Let's look at our game summary in this one. Kindred-Richland will jump out in the, well, actually, let's look at the first inning because they had runners in scoring position. They had 2 runs thrown out at the plate in that first inning here with a couple of nice plays made by the Cougar defense. But the offense continues for the Vikings in the second inning as they played 5 runs on just 2 hits, also a couple of walks and errors in the game, or in that inning as well, would allow the 5 runs to score 2 unearned runs and a 5-0 lead. In the top of the 3rd inning, the Cougars would get aboard as it would be a 1-out single for Daisy Sparrow. She'd advance on a single from Sally Hager, move to 3rd on a ground out from Brooklyn Tomlinson, come in to score on a wild pitch there for the 5-1 score. Going into the bottom of the 3rd, when the Vikings go down 1-2-3, it would stay that way until the bottom of the 4th inning, as it would be a leadoff single for Anya Essling. She'd steal her way to 2nd and be able to come in to score on the RBI double from Leah Rowland. Rowland would then come in to score on the throw as she went from second to home on the ground out from Mauk as Mauk would ground out, and then the throw and Roland just kept on rolling around third base and came in to score. In the fifth inning, the Vikings get 3 more with a leadoff single from Danica Rath. She would also steal 2 bases, stealing away to third. She would score then on the 2 RBI single from Jansen Jordheim that also brought in Eliana Schmitz. And it would be an RBI single from Leah Rowland once again. And a 10-1 score after 5 going to the 6th. Danica Rath again leads off the inning. She would single, steal second, steal third, and score on the Eliana Schmitz walk-off RBI single for the Vikings. Meanwhile, the Cougars held to just 3 hits in the game there, and 2 of those back-to-back there when they got that run across in that third. So the opportunities just weren't right there as Rath and Johnson combined for just a 1-run, 3-hit game in 6 innings for the Viking pitchers. That's your game summary here on your post-game report. We'll come back. We'll talk more. We'll talk individual awards and look ahead to what's coming up later today and a little bit of tomorrow when we return here on yourliveevent.com.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Final score in 6 innings, Kindred-Richland, the number 3 seed in this North Dakota Class B fast pitch softball tournament with the 11-1 victory over Central McLean Cougars. And Kindred-Richland will take on Thompson tomorrow. That will be game number 3 tomorrow at 4 o'clock is when that one is scheduled to start. And Central McLean will take on Renville County, the number 2 seed who dropped the game to Thompson 8-1 earlier. That will be the first game of the day tomorrow at 11:30 tomorrow morning. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. Let's look back here on this one when we talk our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Keeping you connected, you can discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone Company online, halsteadtel.com. Connection in this one here as it will be the Jansen Jordheim with the couple of big hits there, a 2-out, 2 RBI single in the second, also added a 2 RBI single in the fifth for 4 RBIs here today. She was connected at the plate, knocking in 4 of her teammates. She also scored a run herself, and she will be your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection here in the game. Again, Halstead Telephone Company online, halsteadtel.com. Here they are how to connect. Stick it here with the RDK Enterprises precision play in the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton. When you're looking to upgrade your planter or revisit your planter's performance this spring, talk with the guys at RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton. Online, planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Precision in this one from the pitching circle for Kindred-Richland. Starter Danica Rath picking up 8 strikeouts and against 1 walk. And Cora Johnson coming in relief in her 1 inning with 2 strikeouts against 1 walk. That's a 10-2 ratio of strikeouts to walk. That's a pretty good ratio, and that's pitching with precision in the circle. They are your precision players in the game for the Kindred-Richland Vikings with the 11-1 victory over the Central McLean Cougars. Stick with us. More to come. Your postgame report on yourliveevent.com.
It's a North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 5th and 6th.
And the 1-2. Hit on the ground. It's going to sneak through the middle for a base hit.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 12th and 13th.
This one comes Olivia Vetter, back set, blocked at the net.
Plus the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 10th and 11th.
Now it's with Class A. Here's Michael Nile with the windmill duck.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Congratulations on a great season from Dakota Natural Gas, American Crystal Sugar Company, Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Bloomfield Enterprise, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, Hillsboro EDC. There's more at Exit 104. Goose River Bank, Mayville, Hillsboro, Hatton, Irie Insurance, IRIEINS.com. Halsted Telephone Company, Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Good Luck Tommies from everyone at Thompson Public Schools, where their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. A thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff that made this a great school year. And a special congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2023. You can find out more about the great things happening in Thompson Public Schools, plus summer camp information, 2023-2024 school year calendar dates, information, and athletic requirements. TPS-K12.org. Go Tommies!
11-1, the final score with the Kindred-Richland Vikings over the Central McLean Cougars. Here, as the Vikings pick up the victory, they'll take on the Thompson Tommies tomorrow in game number 3, and it will be the Renville County Mavericks to take on the Cougars of Central McLean here tomorrow in game number 1 of this state softball tournament. Let's talk about our Enbridge Energy player of the game in this one, and there's a couple spots we could go. I'm going to go with defensively Danica Rath. 5 innings pitched with just the 1 run given up, 8 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 walk. Did hit a batter as well. But there was some energy in the circle to get things going right away. But also energy here today. The table setters there in the 9 spot, Jansen Jordheim, top of the order, Leah Rowland for the Viking offense, as well as they combined to go 4 for 8 with a double, 6 RBIs, plus they also helped steal a couple bases there, part of 11 stolen bases in the game. Hey, that should be the energy performance, the base running in the game for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, as that is your your energy player. Energy player of the game, players of the game here from Enbridge Energy. Remember, life takes energy. You can find out more online. Tomorrow is on .com, the website. We're going to have Coach Brandt, some players coming up. Join us next here when we come back. This is your post-game report on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The Kindred-Richland Vikings with the 11-1 victory over the Central McLean Cougars, 11-1, the final score in 6 innings. As we join with some of our players of the game, Eliana Schmitz coming over, join us first, and congratulations to you and your teammates on the victory. Let's just start with team is back in the state tournament. What's that feeling like here? How are you enjoying it?
Oh my gosh, it is so fun. I just love being here with my team. Just even traveling, staying in the hotel, we just have so much fun as a team. It's amazing.
No line dances before the game today. I was a little disappointed.
Wow. I know.
But
those are our favorite, I swear. We do them every time, but I don't know. It's a little hot, so I didn't want to get too sweaty. So.
I don't blame you. It is a little warm out
Yeah.
there. So let's talk about being on that field then here. And you guys able to come out, get the 10-run shortened game there in 6. And what'd you have to do to go out and jump out on top like you did?
Honestly, just coming out, playing as a team, we had the energy. We knew that we could do it. And just playing as a team, having fun together is the big thing.
Against a team that you haven't seen, don't know much about in a state tournament, how did you guys prepare for that?
I mean, practicing hard every time, every day, just keeping it fun though in practice. We're just preparing for anything really.
All right, well, hey, you got to prepare for semifinal tomorrow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you and the team.
Thank you.
There you go. As Eliana Schmitz join us here for the Kindred-Richland Vikings as we flip spots there, and Danica Rath comes over as well here too, and congratulations to you and your teammates picking up the win in the circle here today. State tournament, you get to start first game. Any nerves at all with that?
Oh yeah, I always get nervous before game day, but I got my teams to cool me off, relax me. They're like my best friends.
All right, and well, you start off in that game. Just take it through. How you felt you came on and performed.
I felt like it got off a little slow, but obviously we picked it up, and we kept feeling good. We felt the energy from the crowd, energy from my teammates in the dugout. It felt really good. There were some scares, some errors, but we just worked through those.
You talk about the errors and picking each other up. That's one thing I saw. Whether it was an error or a play, there's always someone coming over, high-fiving, congratulating to it. And what does that do for the team when you're together like that?
It relaxes us. It makes us calm, makes us know that we got the next play. It's always just forget the play, get the next one. We got it.
All right, well, the next one coming up, semifinal tomorrow. And familiar foe in the Tommies here, so someone you faced. And,
yes.
And we won't ask for the whole game plan, but what do you got to do to be ready for tomorrow now?
We always got to come ready. We got to be loud. We got to be proud to be here. We got to be positive. We'll bring all the energy. We forget the play, remember the next one, or we got the next one, and just come ready. It could be anyone's game right there.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on the win here today. Best of luck to you and the team tomorrow. There's Danica Rath joining us here for the Kindred-Richland Vikings in their 6-inning, 11-1 victory over the Central McLean Cougars as Coach Sam Brandt comes over. And, Coach, congratulations on the victory here today. There's always that first game when you get to a state tournament or something, and to get to the victory, I'm sure, has kind of calmed those nerves, at least a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. There's always butterflies in that first one. And I'm really, really proud of these kids, the way they came out, because they could have allowed a couple things to go Central McLean's way, and they could have snowballed into something. But these girls are so proud to be here, and we're really, really appreciative to be here. There's a lot of teams that really wish they could be and that aren't. So we're just taking in the moment. We're excited that we got the butterflies out. Game one is down, and we're going to watch some games today and get ready for tomorrow.
One of those things that you kind of talk about not letting it snowball, I was going to ask about that first inning, you have 2 runs thrown out at the plate. They have some momentum. what did you do to not let the heads dip and stay aggressive on the base pass? I had you for 11 steals in the game.
Yeah. The biggest thing, I think, in that first inning, we were just over-aggressive. We knew exactly what we wanted to accomplish. We were just forcing it a little bit. So we calmed them down. It was more of like settling in on defense other than settling in the box. So it feels a little bit more controlled defensively. Everybody came together. We talked about it, learning situations, and we moved forward from there. It was a great overall game, and I'm actually really, really glad it went as long as it did. Everybody got some action. Both pitchers got to throw. Everyone got a lot of at-bats. So it was a perfect first game for me.
Yeah, and you talk about that batting order too, and almost like a flip-flop of roles. The middle of the order got on base, and then you had your table setters in that 9-1 spot there, knock them in there with Jansen and Leah picking up, I think it was 6 RBIs they had.
Yeah, we knew Daisy Sparrow was going to be the best kid on the team. She throws really hard, she throws really well, and she's athletic. The biggest thing for us is we want to put the ball in play. We want to put the pressure on. So it's really fun to see kids step up, stay loose, put the ball in play, and us making sure that we can use it to our advantage and score on it. So it was really great to see a solid pitcher and us know that we could hit well off of her.
Going to see some familiar pitchers tomorrow now with the Tommies, and you go back to the old East region and everything there. A lot of battles between these two programs, and you know each other well to both get ready for tomorrow now.
Yeah, Matt Chandler has got a great team. Thompson's always athletic. We know that. So it's going to be a really, really fun game tomorrow, I think, and it's going to be one of those games where one thing could change it. One momentum, one hit, one error. So we're really excited. We're going to soak this one in, and then we're going to worry about the Tommies a little bit later.
All right. Well, hey, enjoy the time, and best luck to you as you guys get ready for tomorrow. Congratulations on the quarterfinal win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sam Brandt, head coach for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, join us here with our post-game coaches' comments. We'll have our final stats come your way next on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us, and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Final stats here after the Kindred-Richland victory over Central McLean 11-1 here at the Vikings over the Cougars. Here, let's look at our final stats in this one, starting with the Central McLean Cougars. At the plate, Daisy Sparrow went 1 for 3 with a run scored. She stole a base. Sally Hager would be 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Brooklyn Tomlinson would be 0 for 2 with a walk. Kittler would be 0 for 3. Lindsay Abrahamson would be 1 for 2 with a walk. Grace Govan would be 0 for 3. She was lifted for a pinch runner. Zella Anderson, who made an appearance, did not record an at-bat. Gracelyn Vagne would be 0 for 3 at the plate. Daphne Lauer would be 0 for 2. It would be Avery Schlafman 0 for 2 here today. Flex player was Lily Bobbin. She did not record an at-bat. In the field, the Cougars committed 2 errors, and pitching-wise, Daisy Sparrow will take the loss, going 5+ innings. She pitched in the 6th, did not record an out there in the walk-off victory for the Vikings. So 5 innings, giving up 11 runs, 9 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 9 hits, 7 walks, and a hit batter in the loss. For the Kindred-Richland Vikings, Leah Rowland would be 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, had a double, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base. Ramal could go 1 for 3 with a triple and a walk. Avery Ammerman would go 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 stolen bases. Mackenzie Fuchsa would be 1 for 4 at the plate here today. Her courtesy runner, Remy DeBoard, would come in and score a run. DeBoard would later have a pinch hitting appearance. She'd go 0 for 1 today. Danica Rath would be 1 for 2 today with 3 runs scored, hit by pitch, a walk, and she also stole 5 bases in the game. Eliana Schmitz would go 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored, have an RBI. She'd walk twice, steal a base. Cora Johnson would be 0 for 2 with an RBI. Anya Esslin would be 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. She also walked and stole a base. Jansen Jortheim 2 for 3 with a run scored, 4 RBIs in the game. It was 2 errors in the field for the Vikings. And pitching-wise, Danica Rath will take the win with 5 innings pitched, 1 run ball, striking out 8, giving up 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. Cora Johnson came on to pitch the final inning. No runs given up in her 1 inning pitch, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk in the victory. Kindred-Richland with 11 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, 7 runners left on base. Central McLean with 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors, 6 runners left on base. Final there as Kindred-Richland will take on Thompson tomorrow, scheduled for 4 o'clock that start time. And it will be Central McLean taking on Renville County tomorrow morning in the consolation side of the bracket. They're 11:30, the start time of that game. That wraps up here for our broadcast of this quarterfinal round game. We'll have another one coming your way with the 4-5 seed matchup between Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. That'll be after the Beulah versus Des Lacs Burlington Lewis and Clark game, which will get underway here at 4. So we're looking at about 5:45, 6 o'clock, based on kind of how our game times have run through the first 2, that game will get started. So plan for about 5:45 our start time with the pregame show there for Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. You will have that audio-only broadcast for you here with yourliveevent.com. Thanks again for joining us here, listening in to the quarterfinal round victory for Kindred-Richland over Central McLean. Thanks as well to all the advertisers, sponsors you see throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. Tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Also a reminder, coverage of the baseball tournament as well coming up. The state baseball, that game about 4:30. It should be Thompson and Bishop Ryan, and followed by Central Cass and North Star. Those games going on with yourliveevent.com, with baseball, softball coming your way here today, tomorrow, and Saturday here with the broadcast coverage. Thanks again for joining us here. We'll be back later with our final game of the day when we return here on yourliveevent.com, coverage of the North Dakota Class B Fast Pitch Softball Tournament.